have. Deep down inside, I want to dress like a dragon. Just get on the train. Stop smoking crack. Stop smoking crack. Stop smoking crack. Nigga, what? You're not laughing because you love me right now. Yes. Some of you want to do it too. Quick question. Raise your hand. When's the last time you seen someone penis on the train?
Last night.
Exactly. Do you know what that motherfucker needed? A stabbing. No. He obviously had pants because if he was just walking outside, no. What he needed was to be stabbed. Sometimes I get mad because I walk outside without my stabbing knife. Now I got it on me now. Hold on, let me get it. Mike, you're not gonna stop my motherfucking show, nigga. Hold on. Okay, got you. All right. So does anybody got their stabbing knife? Yep. Yes. Oh, well, pull it out. Stabbing knife time. Show me how you stab a nigga. You see, bam, stab a nigga right now. You think this is the pen? No, stab a nigga. Ah! Leave me the fuck alone. That's why I love New York. You see how easy that was? All I gotta do is fucking stab you a couple times. You leave me the fuck alone. If we lived in another place like Australia, I gotta stab you and the giant spider, nigga. What the fuck is this, Dungeons and Dragons? And a completely unrelated set of jokes. I love Dungeons and Dragons because it reminds me of orgies. What? Yes, it does. Here's the first reason. If somebody invited you to a Dungeons and Dragons party, but they told you it was going to be an orgy, you would be mad. You'd be like, what the fuck? Don't you want to see some dicks? Where the dicks at? Where the dicks? You told me this was going to be an orgy. No, this is Dungeons and Dragons. This is not dicks and dicks. But here's the counterpoint. If I told you we were going to an orgy, well actually if I told you we were going to an orgy, but in actuality we were going to a Dungeons and Dragons party, and you wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons, but you walked in and just saw nothing but dicks and assholes, you'd be like, what the fuck? I want to play Dungeons and Dragons. All I see is dicks and assholes. Where the dragons? Where the dungeons? All I see is dicks. Dicks and dragons. Which is the confusion. If I told you we were going to one but we went to the other, you would still be mad. What the fuck? Ah! Because I don't believe in tangents, here's another joke. So, I got a colonoscopy today. Whoever cheered for that, fuck you.
That's healthy.
I got you, I understand. Thank you for caring about a black man's health. You're awesome. That is an ally. Fuck you. So let me tell you what happened, okay? So 10 minutes before the colonoscopy was finished, the anesthesia wore off. Have you ever became a bottom by accident? I now know what 10 foot of dick feels like in my ass. Fuck y'all. Okay? So again, I say this, I'm glad you care about black people's health. Please, keep on doing it. Do you know what 10 feet of black, just dick, have you, dick, dick with a camera, You ever woke up in a horror movie, nigga? Something tried to come out of my ass. Here's another random joke. Here's an ad break, top of the hour. If you think I'm funny, buy me a drink.
Woo!
No, honestly, if you think this was a funny set, because I have to judge this because I have imposter syndrome. Also, because, to be honest, not enough people suck my dick. I'm not saying that rudely. I would suck so many more dicks. Dicks are delicious. Have you ever tasted your own dick? No? No? Really? The fuck are you doing here, nigga? Go home and taste your own dick. It's delicious. Listen, here's the worst thing about having a vagina, okay? If I had a vagina, I would spend all day trying to lick my own motherfucking vagina like a cat. Fuck y'all. I don't shit from y'all. I'm at home like a house cat. It's me and 6 motherfuckers, a dragon dildo and this. Fuck y'all, that joke was amazing. That joke had everything that was necessary. You act out impersonation. You know what the problem with that joke was? It was too honest. Because there are women in the, I do a lot of comedy with a lot of men in the room, but there are women in the room and they know it. Like, no, I lick my own motherfucking vagina, fuck y'all. Some of y'all niggas that lick your own motherfucking dick right now. And I'm not saying that color-coded. Raise your hand if you want to suck your own dick. Boom! Fam, these are my favorite audience members. Why? They're the most honest. Yes, you want to suck your own dick. Of course you want. Nigga, do you want to pump your own gas? Yes. Do you want to read your own book? Of course. I don't need Audible to read me a book. I can read, nigga. What the fuck? As a black person, I love to read. It makes white people mad. They tried for fucking 400 years to stop us. Yes, you black man. This is the joke for us. Nigga, they tried so hard to stop me from reading. Nigga, what? For real. I read Harry Potter every weekend. Nigga, shut up. Every time I read a book, a white person die. It's like, every time a white person dies, they shout mayonnaise. Mayonnaise! If you thought that joke was racist, no it wasn't, but you are. And if not, we all burning in hell, so I don't give a fuck. You know how confused God had to be to make us? To just make us these intelligent creatures. We out here licking buttholes. I made that meme, nigga. Like, if you ever seen that meme, I made that meme. Nigga, we out here licking buttholes, nigga. Like, God was like, you are the smartest, most intelligent species in the world. And I said, I wonder what a butthole tastes like, nigga. Can we just try that real quick? Before we make a spaceship, somebody put their butt in my mouth. Real quick. There it is, tastes like butt. You know what butt tastes like? Happiness. I will tell you, do you know what butthole tastes like? Happiness. Happiness and dreams, nigga. Are you serious? Raise your hand. Who's tasted a butthole in the last 7 days? I'm so sad for all of y'all. Oh my God, buttholes are delicious. Oh my God. It's like Bertie Bott's every flavored beans. Sometimes they taste like a train wreck. Sometimes they taste like a double blowjob after graduating high school. I don't know. All right, I got time for one more joke, so let's play this game. Street Fighter or Star Trek?
Street Fighter. Street Fighter.
Let's do Street Fighter. All right. So I am a nerd, if you can't tell, because again, I am a black person who can read. Nigga, like 300 years ago, nigga, I would be a witch. Niggas ain't supposed to do anything. That was an impersonation. Fuck y'all. The fact that all y'all didn't clap was because y'all haters. You fucking racist. I was impersonating my ancestors. And all of you failed. Anyway. So I love Street Fighter. Street Fighter is one of my favorite video games. Because it's the most New York ass video game I've ever seen. And I'll tell you why. It's not just the fact that when you see the game, it's just two niggas fighting in the street. Which is, again, the most New York ass shit you've ever seen. And it's not the fact that in the background, there's other niggas just standing around. Much like 42nd Street. Are we just watching the street fight? Yes, we are, niggas. Shut up. Niggas be cheering in the background. Are we gonna stop this? No! Stop. Shut the fuck up. The reason why Street Fighter is the most New York ass video game I've ever played is because in the background, in the double background, is a nigga selling hot dogs. It's like, nigga, you gonna sell hot dogs right now? It's like, yes, nigga, of course. Nigga, I got weed, I got green, I got anything you need, nigga. Also, if that green nigga who shoot lightning wins, everything is half off. Of course he's selling hot dogs in the middle of a motherfucking fist fight, nigga. This is New York. Somebody sold sandwiches at my grandmother's funeral, nigga.
Trying to take a picture.
Alright.
Hey! Franz, Scott, everybody! Wow! Every time he reads, a white person dies. That is one of the funniest lines I've ever heard. Give it up for Brandon Scott. It's all there. It's all there. The physicality, the punchlines, the improvisation, the late night jam session here. We're closing now. We just have a few left. I think Peter Girl left. Peter Girl did leave. Is that correct? Cy left. Okay. Okay. So we'll have Tim Falvey coming up. And then we'll have Danny Fallon and Franz. I'll let you guys decide who wants to close. And so let's get a big round of applause for this next act. We're super stoked to have him. Give it up for Adam Malev, everybody. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that was awesome. That's right.
Well, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah.
I thought it was Mike.
Yeah, you got it.
Does this work? Oh, it does work. Wow. Alright, yeah. I like this thing. Yeah, I do feel like I'm in like the 60s. About to watch like an integration fight, you know? About to watch like Muhammad Ali and like Joe Frazier, MSG. Beautiful. All right. I just moved to the city actually. I just moved to the East Village. Just moved over here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I just moved over here. All of you people. All of you people. Including Brandon Scott, Spider-Man lover. Me too, I also love Spider-Man. I think I could have been Spider-Man. I think I should have been Spider-Man over that British Tom Holland. Because I think a Jewish Spider-Man would make a better Spider-Man than a British Spider-Man. You know, I feel like Spider-Man is Jewish in a way, right? He's
Trauma.
a smart, nerdy kid, got bit by a spider on the train.
You look like
I look like him.
the last one, yeah.
I feel like he just shoots webs a lot because he's like super horny, you know what I mean? Bang! Just out of the wrists it comes. And you know, I feel like I could do that too. I feel like I've got that same power. Got that same, but I never got bit by the spider, alright? My new apartment, we got these little tiny mosquitoes that you can't kill. Like they're too tiny to be killed. You ever have an insect so small they're unkillable? You slap it, it just isn't getting slapped. Like you can't find it after you slap it. It's just still there, it still exists. So my whole apartment building, apparently they all have bugs. At the move-in party, the neighbors also said they got the same bugs. And the bugs, they have like little tiny mosquito bites that they leave. These little tiny mosquito bites. But everyone in the building is so attractive. There's so many attractive people in this building. So if you meet any really attractive person in New York and they have a bunch of little bug bites, you find out later, all right, they might live in my building. Let them know. Let them know I'm looking for the plumber. I've got to install a bidet. I ordered a bidet. I have the box for the bidet. I set up the plumbing for like part of the bidet, but now my toilet doesn't work. It connects to the bidet. The bidet can work, or the toilet can work, but I can't get both. So when people ask me, do I have a bidet? The answer is yes, but like not a functional one. That's like kind of essential when you have a bidet. It's like having like a child. Like, hey, do you have a kid? Yeah, but he's like dead. It's not helpful. I can't do much with that. No one's gonna play Little League with a dead kid. You can't do. Alright, yeah, that's a sad example. A sad example to use. Alright. Now, I like to take showers in my apartment.
Okay.
Yeah. I shower.
Woo!
True. True.
Yes.
True, I shower. Showered tonight actually before I came here.
Nice.
You're welcome. And whenever I shower, I get the bathroom floor all wet. And then I go to sleep. And then I come back to the bathroom in the morning and it's magically all dry. It's one of those problems that just solves itself. Like a bully in high school who happens to be in special ed classes. You know, it's a problem that solves itself. Just go to your class, they go to their class, and they get punished in their own way. You know what I mean? It just condensates. It just evaporates. All the problems just disappear. And isn't that a great thing about life?
You see any else?
Like you could get back at the bully, but then you're kind of like half an asshole because at the same time they're in special ed classes, so you can't make fun of them, even if they started it. You don't want to be a half hole, a half asshole, a half a hole. Half hole. That's a shallow asshole, a half hole, half of an asshole. But I moved in with a bougie roommate. I have a bougie roommate. And it's weird because I grew up in an apartment building in Westchester, in White Plains. And my parents, they both have like learning disabilities. And they have like very working class jobs, right? We grew up lower middle class, right? Lower middle class for Westchester. It's like average in America, all right? So now I have a roommate who's super bougie, who orders every meal on DoorDash. He wants to get a maid to clean our apartment. And I'm not used to this jump in the living standard. I kind of like it though. Like I realized I'm becoming the maid of the apartment though. Like I'm becoming like its living servant, really. Because like, yeah, he pays $700 more a month for the bigger room and is willing to like pay for these extremities, but I'm the one teaching him to cook, clean, and go to the gym. You know, I'm his personal trainer. I'm bringing girls to the apartment. I feel like he's Diddy and I'm Diddy's promoter. You know, Diddy. I feel like Diddy was probably just like the friend of the group that was like a little bit out there, but people were like, hey, give him a chance. He's a little weird. Yeah, he'll touch your inner thigh when you guys are talking, but like he's fine usually. You know, I feel like everyone has that one like indulgent friend, like indulgent in like the wrong way. Like they play into like the stereotypes that are bad. Like I have Jewish friends that are like super cheap. Right? But I'm Jewish and it's fun to be super cheap with them too. Right? We'll be at like a restaurant, we'll like share a meal because we don't want to order like a full entree. And we'll start like counting the grains of rice as we split it. You got 675 grains of rice, I only got 452. That's not an even split at all. I'm gonna need another 115 grains of rice or so. Someone fact check my math on that later. Someone check my grains of rice. Yeah, I like being cheap, but my roommate, he's not cheap, which is nice. He likes to be bougie. He likes to be a little fancy pantsy. He's willing to pay more in rent, and that's a good place to be for me. Because I thought that I was paying too much in rent, and I think I got a good deal in the East Village. I'm paying $1,500 on my end. He's paying $2,100 on his end. And my uncle thought that was too much, right? Because he came from a time when like you can get a 2-bedroom apartment by yourself for $600. And yeah, that's a good deal. He still has he had a rent-controlled place like that for so long. $600 2-bedroom apartment. So he was like, you're paying $1,500 for one of the bedrooms in a 2-bedroom apartment? I was like, well, yeah, like times of change, inflation is happening. He doesn't believe that any apartment would be good enough unless it's like $700 or less. And even then, he'd be like, you're paying $100 too much. Like he thinks prices haven't changed. And prices have slightly changed. I'm Jewish, I know that they have changed. But the indulgent friend, yeah, the indulgent friend. Indulgent friend is bad. Indulgent friend is bad. But yeah, I'm trying to do like clean comedy, and so I feel like I'm doing decent right now. I feel like I'm doing decent. But there's like one more part to that whole movement shtick that's clean that I wanted to add to it. So let me just check this real quick before I get out of here. Oh yeah, also quick lookalike jokes. People tell me I look like a pretty Mark Zuckerberg. Except like it would look like I coded the website so girls could jerk off to me. That or Gen Z Elon Musk. Except I'm sleeping in the Tesla Gigafactory as a part of like a TikTok live stream. Ice cream, yum. Tesla factory, yum. Worker pay, low. But what was the other thing? Real quick. I'm about to get out of here. But oh yeah, so bidet in the butt, flies. Okay, yeah, friendship deal. Yeah, so I was couch hopping for a while before I moved in here. I was couch hopping all over the city with like friends' places because I thought like that's how friends work. I thought like as a friend, when I go out to eat and like I have like a bite and you're hungry, like I'll give you a bite, of course. Like if I have something to give and you're my friend, I'll give you something that I have. I feel like that's how friends should work. So when I would need a place to stay in the city, I'd like text my friends because I've been having trouble with time management. Like I've been going to therapy for it, but like I missed the last session. You know, it was late. I got charged $200, bad deal. So like when I missed the train, I'd have to wait like an hour sometimes or an hour and a half, and I wouldn't want to do that. So I'd text a friend, "Hey, can I stay over your place? Hey, any chance I can stay at your place?" And when they would say like, "Nah, I can't have you over tonight," it would like hurt me in like the friend way. It's like, what, are we not cool? Like, did I do something? Like, you're not gonna let me stay over? I thought we were friends. Like, if I had a place, 100% you could stay over. But that's not, because like that makes the relationship a little bit transactional, and like the only relationship that should be transactional is like a stripper, right? And that's the only relationship where it's like, yeah, I'm buying you things because you're doing things for me. But yeah, I realize that I'm still gonna give people a place to stay if they need it. I don't have a good ending to that, but like, I'm still mad about like my friends that didn't let me stay over. But maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I shouldn't be so cheap about it. Turn another cheek. I'm Adam Malev.
Hey,
see you guys.
Give it up for Adam Malev with the bougie roommate of Tales of the East Village, 1500. Wow, it is true. It's true. All right, I wrote one line every day for a year. This is today's line, everybody. Yeah, that's right. Lap Sphinx wants a collection of political Costellos. Yeah, thank you. All right, so we've got Franz on deck. We had a VIP just fly in. He just flew in. He's straight from. We didn't know if he'd make it in time, but he got the motorcade from LaGuardia. So we will be closing with Danny Fallon. You don't want to miss that. But let's get one of our favorites. Let's get Big Iron Echoes Tim Falvey up. Great musician to play some some music for us, everybody. Tim Falvey back in the house. We're stoked to have Tim Falvey, then Franz and Danny Fallon, everybody.
Hell yeah. Woo, woo, woo. That's right.
Is this good? Or? It's still Thanks for sharing your guitar at America Offline.
Woo! Yeah.
Moon pump tacked as a matter of fact, and waxing from the right. Under stars hung low, we were caught counting crows and blushing at the sight. But a blue-gray seam on another gem, and I dream that I treasure to this day. Midnight draped like a black velvet cape on a hunch of foggy bay. Sundressed the thing to her feet, sun-baked back, red skin heat. Sunburnt cheeks in silver sheets, sunspots burning memories of coffee cup cold at a roll, and a curtsy in the sand of an heading shore. We were connecting for my little heartstrings in your hand. Fading quotes on old ransom notes, and now I owe it home. Drink it, take an hand, to curfew break an hand, to coffee cup cold at a roll. Honey, now I owe it home, to coffee cup cold at a roll. Shells at her feet, a calculated bet on salt water and sweating on springtime's rising heat, thereby sealing a chance for one more dance under a phosphorescent sky. 6 new steps in riptide jets and a harbor lullaby. I sundressed the thing to her feet, sun-baked back, red skin heat, sunburned cheeks in silver sheets, sunspots burning memories of a coffee cup cold at a roll, and a curtsy in the sand of an heading shore. We were connecting for my little heartstrings in your hand. Fading quotes on old ransom notes, and now I owe it home. To drink it, take a hand, to curfew break an hand, to coffee cup cold at a roll. Now I owe it home, to coffee cup cold at a roll. Now I owe it home, to coffee cup cold at a roll. Yeah. Now I owe it home.
you take them out on a hot date for the first time and you want to see them again, you'll increase your odds of seeing them that second time if you just steal something of theirs. It works, it works. Or leave something of yours behind. That way you guys are on the hook to see each other that second time. That's what this piece is about, Coffee Cup Collateral. Teeth devour an earring flower just to steal a little taste. Forget-me-nots next to rusty coffee pots and old ransom notes erase. You can follow my musical adventures on social media under the name Big Iron Echoes. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, it's me now. My goodness, give it up for Big Iron. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Oh my God, it sounded so phenomenally good. Thank you for blessing us with that beautiful, beautiful Coffee Cup Collateral, everybody. Wow, amazing. Really sounded great. Freaking phenomenal. All right. I mean, we just are closing out with some of our favorites, some of the all-time greats here. We've got the great poet coming up next, and Danny Fallon closing us out. Let's get the great Franz up to do some poetry for us. Give it up for Franz. We love him. Franz, hey, it's ritual time, baby.
Which one? My own? Yeah. It's an occasion, so I'm using the fancy one. I think I might have done this one last anniversary, but all you degenerates still here, and those the audience watching at home get the anecdote that goes along with it. So I was doing street poetry in Madison Square Park, and it happened to be like a day the artist who had their installation there had like an event about it. So I wrote her a poem and gave it to her, you know, a little fun thing. So then I'm walking around and I come back later and I see it on the ground. So I'm like, I mean, it's one thing if you don't appreciate art, but then you're also gonna litter. That's kind of tacky. But the worst thing is, so I pick it up. I'm like, do you not want this? And she can't even say anything to me. She's just like, which, I mean, people, huh? But anyway, it's about achievement, and that's what we're celebrating today. It goes something like this. How strong the roots are branching deep and wide, now bear the fruits of labor, blooms of pride, and all the seeds that heavy sighs have sown, with sweat and tears were watered, now have grown. I think that's fire.
Beautiful.
So I'll do a couple more short ones from the street poem series. This is related about making art. This I have made with my own hands, of my own flesh and bone, a life of art no less This I have made with my own hands, of my own flesh and bone, a life of art no less demands to make a work full grown. Now all I am has gone away, my form will cease to be, but what I've built will always stay, and it is truly me. It's another fun one. It's about a sweater and shitty weather and drunk driving was the request. A bitter wind, the rain and cold, out for a stroll, the sweater warm. A dampened road, a driver drunk, who would have thunk there's none to warn. Reaction slow, a speeding car, collision hard, pedestrian. A driver lost, a sweater red, a walker dead, a bitter wind. So we're not closing on a depressing note, I'll do a fun one. Roving band of bandits, they all sneak about the night. You could never stand it, what a terrifying sight. Prison stripes behind them and a mask about their eyes. And if you should find them, what a terrible surprise. Raccoon crew comes thieving and they exit with a crash. Mannerless when leaving after eating all your trash. That's my time, thank you.
The magical Franz, thank you for coming out and making it special. Thank you for making the trek out here. Thank you for that wonderful rhyming, beautiful poetry. Give it up for Franz one more time, everybody. Totally magical person. All right, we're closing. This next guest, oh my God, just in from Miami Beach. He was headlining the Funny Bone or Ha-Ha's or something about. He's killing him. He's killing him. He's on tour. He flew in specially for this. I asked him. I said, "Do me this will be a personal favor for me." So we wanted it. We wanted him here. We are lucky to. He flew in. The motorcade brought him over. Give it up for the hilarious Danny Fallon.
Woo, yeah! Yes! All right. Keep it going from that posture, everyone, huh?
Hey, all right. Yes, good to be here for the 2-year anniversary of KGB Easy Paradise. Yeah. All right, check out my shoes. Got the Sex Offender 7s on. Yeah, these shoes say, I don't want to touch your inner thigh, I want to touch your inner child. I thought of that earlier. Someone said inner thigh. That's what comedians, fine line between comedians and the crazy people of New York City. I was riding the subway here. You ever be on the subway and I paid for the subway, which is rare, and I was like, man, I really want to hit my vape, because this coffee just kicked in. I want to take it to the next level. And I was like, I want to follow the rules. And then I'm like looking around, I'm like, no one else is following the rules. There's someone on a cell phone. There's a guy on a motorized wheelchair going in and out at every stop, soliciting or preaching. I don't know which. It's good to be back in New York City. That's what I'm trying to say. It's good to be alive, man. I've noticed something. I've been on the dating apps again, and on and off, and I don't love it. As a comedian, the algorithm is already in charge of whether or not I'm able to do the funny bone in Des Moines, Iowa. I got to have a certain amount of followers. So I don't really like the idea of the algorithm also being in charge of my love life. But that's the world we live in now. It's not a dystopian or anything. It's not a brave new world. But I've noticed on the dating apps, a lot of women are bragging about being funny. It's like a big thing nowadays. Women love saying they're funny in their dating apps. They'll be like, I'm funny, be prepared to be the second funniest person in the relationship. It's a little hurtful as a comedian. I do this every night of the week, have for years, and I don't have that kind of self-confidence at all. I would never tell anyone I'm funny. That's so subjective. That's crazy. But also, the real thing is, I don't give a shit. What? I don't think any guy, I don't think I just speak for myself when I say I've never been getting a blowjob and thought, I wish this was funnier. Never been hitting it from the back and be like, if only there was a knock-knock joke. Knock-knock of your cock on my rear. Who's there? Your cum, I hope. Oh shit, I just busted. That was pretty. That was a pretty crass joke. I'll be honest. That was pretty graphic. Here's another one that's been. I just want to see what you guys think about this. Let me know afterwards. I don't want to preface it too much, but let me know your honest thoughts afterwards. So trying to find a girlfriend, I feel like, is kind of like shopping for a new car. Except for I'm more in the used car budget zone. Because I'll find one, I'll be like, oh man, look at this. Perfect exterior, great paint job. Then I check under the hood, I'm like, this car has a cock. Call me old-fashioned, I prefer an automatic. I don't want to be shifting around down there. Didn't realize this was a Trans Am. And I'm not saying it's not a car. That's not what I'm saying. All right, do we think that's fun or do we think that's transphobic? Honest thoughts. New York City.
It treads the line.
It treads the line. See, I think we should be able to, as comedians, tread the line. And I have a lot of friends that would, drive a car with a cock. And I've never tried it, I don't know. Anyhow, I just think you shouldn't take comedians too serious. I don't know what you should do. Anyhow, let's not get. I saw Creed, the American rock band Creed, Saturday, and that guy was preaching in between every single song. It was truly incredible, and it's kind of rubbed off on me. Yeah, I used to be addicted to heroin. Used to be a bit of a horse girl myself. You get it? Yeah, because they call heroin's horse. What's wrong with me? I'm asking people to get it. I was in Florida, and they don't get everything. I love how also I walked in here and I was like, man, it's good to be back with intelligent comedy. And then Brandon was up here just talking about loving the taste of your own cock. But with a literary twist to it, you know, with the Harry Potter and everything. It's good to be here though. As a heroin addict, I used to do a lot of different things to get money. Like my first sexual experience ever in life was getting blown by my boss from Subway for $70. You know how guys will play that game, hey, would you ever suck a dick for $1 million? I'm really quiet during that game. You know, because I've never sucked a dick, but I've done something very similar for much less. Also, it set me up for a very weird sexual life, having that be my first experience. Because now every time I get a blowjob in life, afterwards I'm like, that was great. Normally I charge $70. But for you, I'm going to do the family and friends discount. Oh, you're not going to pay me? You're my girlfriend? Well, can you make me a sandwich at least? Because you know, the last guy, he made me a sandwich. Because we were at Subway. They call that sex work now. Also, technically, that was a sex crime. Technically, I'm a gay sex criminal, or I was. But no, they want to call that sex work now, prostitution. They also want to call homeless people unhoused. And I got to let you know, as someone who was once both formerly those things, it was never really the label that was bringing me down.
Right.
I was never like, ooh, maybe if they called it unhoused, I wouldn't be so fucking cold. Maybe if I was an empowered sex worker, I wouldn't remember the feeling of his beard on my balls. Every time I get a blowjob for the rest of my life. Hey, you just had to hear it. I had to live it. So, I've been in a good mood recently, and I think it's because, you know, you ever be in a good mood for a while, and all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I haven't talked to my dad in a while. He's definitely going to call soon and ruin this. You know, dads just have a way of saying things that are like just perfectly, I don't know, they get in your mind like these little like corkscrews of thoughts, you know? Like he came to visit me and he saw my bike and he's like, yeah, you got to really adjust the height of the bike seat to make sure your leg is fully extended when you're going down. And now, I never thought about that and I was fine with my bike and now I haven't stopped thinking about it since. And it's just like another thing on the to-do list. I'll be honest, sometimes my dad will call me and I won't answer the phone. And I feel bad, you know? Like that happened recently and then later that night I was masturbating. And I don't want to be gross with you guys, but when I was done, I saw my cum. Because I finish, you know. Not just stopping halfway through. Unless I'm on opiates. And it made me sad, you know, to see the cum. Because it made me sad to think this cum could have grown up to one day not want to answer my phone call. And I robbed him of that, you know? Yeah. It's good. Trying to work on, you know, new stuff, new bits and stuff. You know, you're trying to grow as a person. It's tough. It's tough as a comedian up here. Well, you know, I want to talk about sex because people love talking about that. But the thing about that is you got to be doing it to talk about it. Yeah, it's good to be here. It is really good to be alive. Let me check my notes. You know, I don't like to cheat, but hey, I just got off a plane, y'all. Woo! Any topics from you guys that you do? Oh, hey, I saw a guy at a bus stop recently, and he had a do-rag on, and he was eating a popsicle, and I was like, wow, you know, I've never seen that before, right? And so I was like, but I don't have a punchline, because he got mad. I was waiting around for him to finish eating the popsicle. He's like, what you doing, cracker? He was white, by the way. I was like, I'm waiting for you to finish eating the popsicle. I figured the punchline is written on the part of the popsicle stick. It's still covered by the frozen phallic object that you're sucking on. Never seen it before, man. Never seen something like that. Oh God, so good of you to all be here. Really, so good. Has Cat Instagram saved anyone else's relationship with their mother? I'll be honest. I unclogged the public toilet recently because I feel like pissing on someone's shit is too intimate for someone you don't know. Yeah, call me old-fashioned. Call me old-fashioned. All right, well, this has been a lot of fun. You guys have been great. Thanks for the New York experience. Give it up for Matt Parker.
This guy is headlining Zany's Laugh Castle. He flew in direct for that set. Give it up, the king of comedy, Danny Fallon. Very funny. Woo. Thank you all. Wow, what a night. What a special, special night. Thank you. You guys made it all the way. You went the distance here at the 2nd anniversary. I will leave you with this. This is my final 2 cents. Personality department store. The guest list is overflowing of exhibitionists slurping up eyeballs. Vacuum tubes of stereopticon are suctioned to the orbital sockets in the gnome garden of matriculating baccalaureates. Highlighter green vests, napkin helmets, Fringe 75 phone caddies, stay yesing in a handful of mint. Placed outbreak, having rush flayed gays, won't mention me in the intro, financing our own jail cells, donating taxes to upgrade the prisons so we can move in. The saddest 2 eyes in all my sight seen. It's a toss-up between getting to be the assistant to the assistant of the canceled social climber, or the assassin of Wells Fargo Pony Express generosity in the trans bodega at the intersection of Lewis Carroll and Mozart. 2 years in the poetry wars, the open mic wars of Monday night. It's Easy Paradise versus the motherfucking world.
That Parker should be famous.
Good night, goodbye, goodbye. 2 years, baby. 730 days. I think, is that right? Is that right? Jesus.
Good for you, Matt.
Thank you guys. Thank you for coming, being a part of it. Hell yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we can really let loose.
So sweet, so bright. Her hands are never cold.
Hey, good stuff, man. Tim, I'm getting.
Alright. Catch you around the 731 leap year.
Okay, yeah.
Shit, okay. Damn.
She's got